Our bros, another episode. Mike Q, Fancy Dave, and Julian is joining us once again.
We're here.
Welcome.
Yes. So a bunch of sexy Latin men here to talk about babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talk about
that sounds so weird out of context.
Yes. Guys, this week we're talking about Keith Haring and his, I want to say, legendary Radiant Baby piece.
Iconic.
Iconic.
He used it as a signature, right?
He did. For a while, he used it in his works as a signature, and then it just became this big thing on its own. So, guys, you recognize this. You've seen it all over the place. It's one of Keith Haring's, as Julian said, iconic pieces, and it's one of his most popular pieces.
And now at a t-shirt near you.
Yeah, a t-shirt and a watch, apparently. But you can't really hate that it's on a t-shirt because that's kind of what Keith Haring did.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the point as well, the point of it. So what we have, everyone here, what we have is a simply silhouette-ish outline drawing of a baby.
Very cartoony.
Very cartoony. With radiant lines, hence the Radiant Baby.
You know, if those lines were wavy, he would have been stinky.
Yes, and they're coming out of his butt, who needed his diaper changed. So,
but he's nude.
Yes, he's nude. Okay, never mind then. You know what?
Maybe he's just clean. They just clean him, so it's all the.
He just cleaned, so he's squeaky clean.
Yeah.
And he's like
clean,
radiating cleanness.
What if he's not radiating? What if he's just really loud?
What if he's nuclear?
That's the best one, actually.
Nuclear baby. So hence nuclear baby. Put in there.
Nuclear.
So guys, what we have here is Keith Haring. According to what I've researched on him, when he was younger, he joined a missionary group of sorts, or just like a
Christian
youth group. That's what it was. It was a Christian youth group, and although he didn't stay there too long, it gave him the idea of religion. And that's pretty much, you can, if you have an artistic eye, or if you know what you're talking about when you talk about pieces and whatnot, you can see that this is obviously a commentary on Christianity, specifically the baby Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I see it myself. I see it as a kind of like a punch in the face to Christianity, but that's my interpretation of it. It's kind of like making fun of the fact that people are worshiping a baby when it comes down to it. Maybe that wasn't his intention, but that's what I'm interpreting from it. What do you guys get?
Am I getting?
Yes. What do you get out of the baby?
I definitely get the religious connotations, especially after looking into it a little bit more.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he's really making fun of it, but maybe he kind of embraces the idea of, this kind of joyish thing in baby Jesus.
Oh, so you see it the opposite.
Yeah.
You see it like as in he's accepting and embracing it.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you, Julian?
It's kind of a happy looking thing, right?
Yeah,
it is a very happy looking thing, but that's why I think it's kind of like a slap in the face.
I think if you see that, it's more of a whimsical way of putting religion there.
Whimsical, yes, that's a good one.
It's very simple, very fun. You mentioned cartoonish, and you can put the fact that his father was an amateur cartoonist, wasn't he?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And he was very influenced he was growing up with all the Disney cartoons and everything, so that itself goes to this. To the piece itself, very simple, and I don't know, I can't say much about it.
It's very simple, straight to the point.
It's straight to the point.
Well, I mean, apparently I'm getting something completely different than you guys.
Yeah, in the fact that we're seeing it just simple, it's just there. So like I can't put anything bad about it because it has nothing more to it.
Right. Well, I get the sort of slap of the face-ness to it because Keith Haring has done other works where it's been a blatant like punch in the face. Blatant, like like that one right there.
Like that one?
Yeah, he has pieces where people are, just trying and worshiping a statue.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Yeah. So like, it's not like he hasn't insulted religion before.
But then again, you can put it as more of a statement.
Statement is good.
I mean, he was also qualified as street artist and a social activist, so it can work as a statement itself.
That's true. Now, Keith Haring, he died young due to AIDS-related complications. Yes. So, and we see that in his art. When he was diagnosed with AIDS, his art goes from being very like a social commentary, political commentary, and he really takes it to a new level. And he starts promoting AIDS awareness, safe sex,
and
all that
also
stuff.
peace
and
between-
peace, love, unity.
Yeah.
Which is probably why there's so many, why it's so jumbled, like so, condensed later on with a lot of his pieces, a lot of figures.
Yeah. So you guys know Haring. You've seen a lot of his work is very, like you said, jumbled, very clustered. That's the word I'm looking for. Very clustered, but it works together because the guy knew what he was doing with color.
Yeah, even though it was so clustered, certain pieces gave itself a nice
harmony.
Yes.
Yeah, it's harmony. So you can't look at a Keith Haring artwork and not feel happy.
Yeah.
Even his dirty stuff is like funny.
To that point, Mike and I went to the exhibition a while ago, and when I get out, when I left the exhibition, I was happy.
Yeah.
I had a great time looking at it. It just gave me certain funny, happy feeling when I was there.
I was like the rest of the crowd looked like they were enjoying their
Yeah, they were
it was
like
very enjoyable. It was an extremely awesome exhibit at the Brooklyn Museum a while ago. But I think the best thing about Haring's work is that it's approachable. It's simple, so the average person can get it, and that's why it translates so well to commercial.
He also did a bunch of popular culture reference. Mickey Mouse with Andy Warhol, Lucky Strike Seekers, Coca-Cola.
Hell, he was like best friends with Madonna.
Yeah.
So like he did a lot of her I think he did like an album cover for her. He did her tour stuff for her, and then
Nick and Andy Warhol. You could kind of see his work as an evolution of the pop art sensibilities that he started.
Yes, that's perfect. Yes, this seems to be a continuation from the stuff that happened like 20 years earlier.
Yeah.
That with Warhol and the whole pop art movement.
Like making more mechanical the process to do it.
Yes.
Although with Keith Haring, it's kind of the opposite because he actually did draw them out himself.
He did. But he keeps it he keeps that repetitionness that Warhol did.
Yeah.
But he takes it, he kind of takes a little Lichtenstein in there and does it all himself. So, this is definitely a continuation of the pop art movement and how, in the 80s, I think things like 70s and 80s.
He had a close association with Andy Warhol.
Yes, he did. He did, yeah. So, guys, final thoughts on this Radiant Baby?
Let me see. Like I said before, very simple, and it gives me a peaceful feeling to it. Maybe because the way we're seeing it now, we're just seeing the picture of the Radiant Baby on its own. Maybe that itself just shows an iconic image and nothing more to it. Maybe if it were shown in a different context.
That's true. There are pieces where he puts the Radiant Baby on a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
And that completely changes into like a commentary on
the
destruction that the religion can do.
Yeah. It's all about the context of the painting itself, where the Radiant Baby is, where it's placed, and it could also be just a picture of baby, but if it didn't have those radiant things around it, it's just a baby.
It's just a baby, yeah. And I think the best thing about this piece in particular is that we're seeing an artist that can take a painting and then not interpret it, just include it in all his works, in more than just one. So that's something that we haven't seen until like this era. We don't really see that in like Renaissance recurring motif, exactly. We don't really see that with like specific subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unless like you're talking about like Eugene Delacroix who does the wacky
poses. Yeah. That's for another time.
But that is for another time. You're right. So thanks, Dave. Any last thoughts on this? Ready, baby?
It's iconic. I like it.
Iconopop. I love it.
I kind of want to see more pieces with the baby included just to get more context.
Yes.
All right.
That's a good idea. Okay.
So that's about it.
So guys, Art Bros approved. And that being said, we will see you guys next time. So,
thank you for having me.
Peace out. Yeah, Julian, thanks so much, dude. We will see you guys later. Bye.